Shabbat Shalom, Kol Halal, Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem Rakal Kodash. Double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of GMS, including the elders that came before them that taught us this truth. Shabbat Shalom and salutations to all the brothers out pushing the word and truth and in sincerity, the hopeful elect tabernacle of David. To the Aquat that are listening and learning, being a pillar of rest. The 144,000, the 1/3, the hopeful elect. I'm the brother Yahshua. I'm back with the WW3 Daily Update. Shabbat Shalom and salutations to you. Start right here, Joel 2, going into these missiles. Where was I going to start? I'll just start at 7. They shall run like mighty men. They shall climb the wall like men of war. They shall march every one on his ways, and they shall not break their ranks. And neither shall one thrust another. They shall walk every one in his path, and when they fall upon the sword, they shall not be wounded. This is talking about not men, but an army of missiles. Okay, and I believe, in the spirit, I believe part of those missiles are drones, right? Drones that are carrying missiles, for that matter, because they do that, right? If you've ever heard of a predator drone, it's carrying missiles. Let's look that up real quick. A drone is not a missile, right? A drone is not a missile, Predator. Predator. Predator drone. Predator drone. Reaper, right? Or predator drone. Predator drone. Let's see. What do we got? What's that on the predator drone? What's the predator drone doing right here? Drone is different than a missile, This is a predator drone. There's no drone. A drone is not a missile, Well, let's see. But drones carry missiles, do they not? They fire missiles, do they not? Look at this. See the missiles? See this one right here? See the missiles on the drones? Okay. Hell, those drones in Iran, right on that rack, they look like a missile with wings. What do they call them? Kamikaze drones, right? Kamikaze, Kaze, drone. Kamikaze drone. It looks like a missile with wings, huh? See the missile part of it? That looks like a missile with wings on it, yeah? Okay, I'm having a little too much fun. It's a missile with fins. That's a missile with wings. See that missile? The fuselage, dude, the fuselage. Okay, anyway. Let's go here. We're going to let Cinema Shogun describe. This is just a layman. And what is he talking about? He's talking about World War III, right? 39 minutes ago, Cinema Shogun. More troops deploying to there, Palestine, as U.S. warships ordered to begin preparing for war against Iran, which is World War III. Okay. Now they're going to speak on the U.S. warships shooting down what? Missiles. Because World War III is all about missiles. Right? This will be with burning and fuel of fire. burning and fuel of fire. This shall be with, what the hell? Let's write out be with burning and, wonder why that won't come up. Confused noise. How come this isn't coming up? Garments rolled in blood. Just hiding from me. Isaiah 9 and 5. For every warrior's sandal, for every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments rolled in blood. But this, right, this battle shall be with burning and fuel of fire. Let's talk about those missiles. Okay. The smith. Isaiah 54 and 16. Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work. And I have created the waster to destroy. Okay? Forges a weapon fit for its work. What weapon is that? It's talking about the missiles, those nukes. All right, here we go. Back to Cinema Show.
And how concerned are you about Iran trying to escalate this war?
We are concerned. In fact, we expect that there's a likelihood of escalation by Iranian proxies directed against our forces, directed against our personnel. We are taking steps to make sure that we can effectively defend our people and respond decisively if we need to.
Boy, oh boy, do I have some news for you all, and it is not looking good right now. Remember in the opening days of this conflict in Israel, how we were reassured, we were told that America would not get too closely involved. And then, like the very next day, news broke that we were sending U.S. aircraft carriers and warships towards Israel. But they told us, don't worry, we're just there to show support. And then, a couple of days later, the news breaks that we are getting ready to send 2,500 Marines to Israel. But then they tell us, don't worry, they're not there for combat purposes. And then, a couple of days later, what happens? These U.S. warships that are supposedly not there to fight, were just there to show support. These U.S. warships start shooting down missiles and drones, which means we have become active in this war. Maybe not offensively, but at least defensively. You can't have warships in the ocean shooting down missiles and drones while claiming that we have not joined this war. We have. Well, folks, guess what? Late last night, an announcement was made.
This is the World War III Daily Update. Guess what? He's going to bring out some news.
The U.S. Secretary of Defense announced that the U.S. military is going to increase the positioning of U.S. forces in the Middle East. That we are going to strengthen our positions in the Middle East. AKA, we're about to deploy even more troops over to Israel, Iraq, Syria, and you name it. It's already been announced. The plans have already been approved. More troops are about to get sent right into all of this chaos. Now, the U.S. Secretary of Defense claims that the reason why we're doing this is because of recent threats from Iran. And you know, Iran has control of all of these different proxies and they're funding all of these terrorist groups and militias throughout the Middle East that are carrying out attacks on not only Israel, but American soldiers in Syria, Iraq, and you name it. I just told you all yesterday that if we keep seeing our troops in Iraq be attacked, that we're going to have no choice but to either pull out, which we're not going to do, or we're going to have to send more troops over there. And look what's happening. It's already happening. There was another attack on U.S. forces in Iraq earlier this morning.
We'll just stop it right there. You want to watch the rest of this? Be my guest. Cinema Shogun. His latest video. Now let's get the fact that where are they going? Joel 3 and 2. I, which is the Most High, God, will also gather all nations and bring them down in the valley of Jehoshaphat. Or even more specific, in the NLT, come on. I will gather the armies of the world into the valley of Jehoshaphat. That's what's going on. We're watching it. There I will judge them for harming my people, my special possession for scattering my people among the nations and for dividing up my land. So God is gathering all the armies of the world into the Middle East, and we're watching it. Okay? Stay right there. Joel 3 and 9 say to the nations far and wide, get ready for war. Call out your best warriors. Let all your fighting men advance for. Isn't that what he's talking about? Come quickly. Jump down to 11. Come quickly. All you nations everywhere. Gather together in the valley. What valley? The valley of Jehoshaphat, Yahweh-Shaphat, God's judgment in the Middle East, in Israel. Okay? What is he talking about? The troops gathering. Yeah?
We are about to deploy even more troops over to Israel, Iraq, Syria, and you name it.
They're all going over there. Right? I will gather the armies of the world into the valley of Jehoshaphat. Let all your fighting men advance for the attack. Call out your best warriors. Get ready for war. No, we're watching it. Jump down to 12. Let the nations be called to arms. Let them march to the valley of Yahweh-Shaphat. There will I sit. There I, the Lord, will sit to pronounce judgment on them all. Anyway, we'll end it right there. We hope that you, brothers and few sisters, were edified. You hopeful elect. With that, we're going to say Shabbat Shalom.